Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 44 of Final Fantasy XI Nostalgia Series. My name is Thelona, and today we're going to talk about the press conference that happened today, for if you want to date this video. So basically, they are announcing a bunch of major updates to the game via add-on content of some sort. So it would seem starting in May, and then another one in August and November. What am I doing here? I'm just leveling because there's no such thing as Worm Party. So with that, they also stated that there will be no additional content from beyond that point. So interesting thought. Also, they stated that March 2016 is the end of PlayStation 2 and 360 support. So, okay. And then they also announced that they're trying to port this to mobile, which, well, I've yet to see a good mobile game, but hey, let's roll with it. So let's take it piece by piece here. So the sure, why not? So the add-on content seems to be consisting of what's called something similar to Fates and Final Fantasy 14. I personally have not played Final Fantasy 14. But I guess it's just random events that pop up all over the place with fights, just world battles or something like that. If I'm wrong, someone will correct me. But like I said, I haven't played it. That sounds kind of cool, adds a random aspect. It's like, hey, something's happening, let's roll with it. As long as it's not necessarily in a predictable fashion. I mean, we already have something similar to it in the game. It's called campaign. In a predictable fashion, that's exactly what it is. Random times, completely predictable. You know what's going to happen. Random NPC's going to come up. I'll take you. So, new content? Not really. New variety on the same content? Sure, let's call it that. So, I don't see that as major deal. It's like, that's not really a cool way to end major updates to the game, is just rehashing the same thing over and over again. Why would you bother? Yes, I'm speaking my piece here. This episode's going to be entirely based on what happened and my 2 cents, and feel free to add your 2 cents on this. Okay, so afterwards they say, you know, the updates land and they're going to go with the port to mobile. Now, with that being said, I'm looking at it like, okay, so there's probably going to be a server reset with the whole thing to go for this new model. So, say goodbye to all these characters. Why am I grinding again? It's all going to go away. Well, that's how I feel on things. Is that they're probably just going to kill all content now, or just kill all your characters. I see it possible, just so that it balances with the mobile port. So, I'm not really liking the prospect of that. Of course, it wasn't mentioned, but that's how I see it. And yeah, I don't know. Then again, I've done one reroll. I'm not doing another reroll. Oh, well, actually, I've done 2 rerolls personally. So that's 3 characters I've pulled. I'm not doing another one. Am I going to continue this series? Am I going to continue Final Fantasy XI? I'll continue it as long as it seems reasonable to do so, and as long as you guys keep watching. Why am I not waiting for the Dia 3? Anyways, yeah, I've always was kind of hoping that you know, this series would be popular enough at the rate it was going, that at least, you know, if I ever were to turn on monetization for this, and yes, I'm doing this for free, if I were to ever turn it on, it'd at least pay for the subscription, right? That'd be kind of cool. That kind of feel like a worthwhile goal. That is my first major goal for the channel, was to get to that point so that it would pay for the monthly fees. Now, who knows? There might be monthly fees. Hey, ding. There might not. You know, being said, who knows with the new model? With it being ported to mobile? Cash Shop? Is it even going to be applicable to PC in that case? What's the PC version going to be like? I mean, I don't think we're going to be looking at the same game at all. I mean, if we were to do a comparison, you know, Final Fantasy 14 versus 2.0 14. So, I mean, we're looking at the same relative thing where it's totally a different game. Wow, there's a lot of chess. Anything good though? No. So with the, you know, it's a total revamp as far as I can see it. Nothing really being the same about things. Did that really want me to come to 14? It got close. It got real close. Wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Let's skill up the Divine. Or not. Let's not skill up the Divine today. The Divine is silly. My personal point of view on things, it doesn't look that great. I'll continue doing this series as long as I possibly can, like I said. And hey, why not do the same thing? Sounds great. Alright. Whenever I announce the end of the Final Fantasy series, if everything really goes as, you know, down as expected, as I'm expecting anyway, hey, you can watch me on your mobile with some other game. I'll play other games, no big deal. My incentive is to be an entertainer, not necessarily Final Fantasy 11. So hey, there's lots of games out there. As long as I have some charming demeanor, then everything's all great, right? Right. Okay, so what's our rate of experience going here? Okay, so doing okay, I guess. And let's take off the dusk. Okay, so that's pretty much the most of what I wanted to say right out the gate. The prospect for me, not so great. Yeah, there's no mobs here. So, I'd like to hear some of your guys' comments on this. I mean, do you feel like it's the end of the game? Do you see this going on in, you know, a decent fashion? You think it's going to actually succeed? Let's see, I think the company doing it is Nexon, which for mobile games is famous, or depending on your point of view, infamous for its style of creating games. Wow, that was hot. So, I don't know. I think SE's demographics, or wherever they're looking, is not in the right place. I mean, hell, I look at analytics all the time for my channel, trying to see what kind of things people like to watch and what they don't like to watch. I see these analytics, I know what people are watching, and it's not necessarily the views that I see on the channel. I'm watching like watch time on these videos. There's the Die 3 finally. Man, you're slow, buddy. I mean, I'm watching these things all the time. I'm looking at them. It's not, yeah, it's just like watch time is the key thing in this for me. Like, yeah, sure. Lots of people will come check me out, how many people are watching me for the entire time? Not as many. I mean, that's just the nature of it. Not everyone's going to watch the content. I mean, how many times have you gone onto a channel and seen someone, you know, you think, yeah, the presentation's good, but their content's not for me? I mean, it happens. I do that all the time. I'm sure that a number of you do that all the time. And, you know, it's just a matter of what you like and what you don't. It's your personal taste. As long as the person presents it well, which I hope I do personally, then that's really the main effort from someone on my end. It's just... Wow, I got on another tangent. But still, it goes to show, put the effort in, sure, but at least understand your demographics. So if you need to make adjustments, and I make adjustments all the time. This episode's not so much about adjustments and seeing what little things that you do and don't like. I think I need to kill one of these. I can't remember the count. So... yeah, I'm watching that stuff. I know my demographics pretty good. I know that most of them are sitting anywhere in the 20s for the most part. Like a large portion of my viewers are in the 20s for age range. Like as an example. I know that not necessarily everyone subscribes, maybe because I post to Reddit, Twitter, and everything else on a regular basis. So was that necessary? Yeah, it was. Okay. I mean, yeah, I can understand the reason for not subbing, and, well, if you are subbing, I mean... there's one thing for sure. I mean, I do post to these places, not necessarily like the moment I make the videos. Like, I usually do like an upload before work. And then when I get home, if I remember to do it, I'll post it to the other media. I mean, that's one of those things I haven't mentioned. It's just kind of one of those personal things I do for my subscribers. They get to see my content first, and that's that. You want to get notifications right away? Then that's how it works. I mean, the sub box will send to your email and stuff like that if you want. So, hey, that's just the nature of that. Yeah, I know this is a long tangent. And it still leads back to demographics. Really take the time to figure out where people are playing your stuff from. What they, you know, what are the long subscribers, things like that. I mean, I don't see having a port to Japan only being a necessary thing, but come on. I don't think there's that many people that play mobile games, you know, the rest of the world. Personally, I don't think it's there. I know I don't. I know mostly everyone I know doesn't. Like, they use their phone to talk to people. And then when the work day's over and the grind's over, they go home, and if they're playing games, that's when they do it. So, as a worldwide thing, I'm not sure. I know that the free-to-play model, Windows gaming, is probably more popular in places like China, and maybe it will take off in China. It's great, but they weren't really the demographic in the first place. You're kind of inventing something here. Like, there's... I mean, you gotta understand... As I see it, you gotta understand your demographics of the game currently. Like, you release to Europe, Japan, North America, specifically US. I'm not even American, but still, it applied. Where I'm Canadian, we still get that information. It's part of North America. And I mean, really, that's the people you should be talking to here. And then try to expand from there. I mean, that's still your basis. So understand what these people want and go with your basis to that. I want the crystals. Trade them to something. Goodbye, Flintstone. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like it was a well thought out move, honestly. It looks like, you know, maybe they spent a week on checking these things out and then just went with the go ahead. That's what it feels like to me. Now, I want you guys to show all your comments here for sure. Like, I want to have a discussion with you guys in the comments about this and see your point of views. If you have more optimism than I do, then I would love to hear it, honestly. I would love to see the discussion back and forth, and I don't know if this discussion will get heated amongst everyone involved chatting. Just keep that in mind. You know, try to keep your cool, try to keep a, you know, a nice thought out discussion. That's all I ask. We can definitely try, at least make the effort. And we'll see what's going on, and hopefully I'll have 99 without a worm party someday, which will probably never happen at the rate it's going. Anyways, guys, I think I said my 2 cents on just about everything that I need to say for now, and there's always the comments for later. So, you know, this is question of the day and pure discussion. You know, what are your opinions on this? Go ahead and check out the official forums. Go ahead and check out any forums. It's everywhere, the information about this right now. So go check it out. You'll see that I pretty much summarized everything, but you can check out the major level of content on this and see what's what if you haven't already been included. Anyways, guys, I will leave it at that for now. See you in the comments. And, alright, take care of yourselves. See you later.